Welcome back to the English Boys.
The show where we discuss all things literature.
I'm Samuel.
I'm Louis, and thank you for tuning in. So, welcome everybody to this quick little episode where we talk about our reflections and we kind of reminisce about our experiences at the Cheltenham Literature Festival, where we were so lucky to have a interview where we talk about the podcast, talk about our lives as English students, and so Samuel, it was about three or 4 weeks ago now.
Yeah.
And I think we could both speak of you as well, if you don't mind. We had a super time, and it was really special and a tremendous opportunity. Do you want to take it away? What did you take away from it? What were your highlights?
Thank you, Louis. Just a pre sort of warning. If you can hear people clapping, we've got a music class next door. Bless them. So that's occurring, but hopefully it's not too much of a disruption. But it was such a fantastic experience. And like Louis said, we were both so lucky to be given that opportunity to go and speak there. And it was really lovely. It was an interview style format. And this was really, really excellent for the way that we were sort of speaking, the style in which we were speaking, and the way that we were able to tell people about the podcast. And it just had a very natural and contemporary feel to the interview, which I really enjoyed. But Louis, do you have anything to add on that?
Yeah, I think we kind of knew coming into it what the sort of questions were going to be, how things were going to go.
Yeah.
Which was quite nice going into it, because it was we weren't kind of like caught completely off guard. But just a quick kind of like taster of some of the questions we got asked. We just asked kind of about who we are, why we do the podcast, favourite podcast we've done, what else really, what we like about English so much. And then a bit of a curveball we got thrown was to kind of do a mock episode. So we had to, we kind of began by pretty much on the fly talking about the first act of Hamlet, which is what we did as an episode previously. But I know that was quite fun. I thought that was really quite special and enjoyable. And, I feel like we answered the question pretty well. I thought it was quite it felt really relaxed and exciting as we were doing it, and anything else to add, do you think?
Yeah, I mean, no, it was wonderful. We had audience questions at the end. Lots of young people put some really evaluative and critical questions forward, which were great to answer. It was great to have that challenge of sort of managing the floor.
Totally.
So that was really good. Just what an opportunity to express our love of English literature. We talked a lot about reading and sort of the crisis of reading, especially among young children at the moment, and teenagers, what have you. Since then we've had many different opportunities arise. I won't say too much, but we've had other literature festivals reach out to us, which has been awesome.
It's been amazing.
Great to hear. So we're really, really fortunate for that. But who did we see there at the Lit Fest?
Oh yes, so we had a tremendous opportunity to be able to go to the writers' room as part of our kind of experience there, and there were one or two famous faces. We walked past Jacqueline Wilson, which was pretty cool. The famous children's book writer. She wrote books like Trace Speaker and I think one called like the Illustrated Mum or something like that. Anyway,
cool.
And one person I was really, really keen to see was Graham Norton, who I knew was there, and I thought it would have been my mind would have exploded if I saw him, but I'm afraid I didn't. But that's okay. But I'm a big fan of his show. But I think just quickly going back to what you're saying about the kind of crisis of reading. I think that could even be a whole podcast itself where we talk about that, because it's such an interesting point. Because it's a really prevalent topic, it's really important, and I think it's just really super interesting to unpack. So I particularly enjoyed answering those kind of kind of questions.
Yeah, it was really good, and I was very impressed by the staff there. They were very encouraging of us. The woman who conducted the interview and who we were in communications with prior to the interview, Mrs. Cooksley, she was wonderful at just being very kind and compassionate and encouraging of us during the interview and before and after. But it was such a fortunate opportunity.
Yeah, and I think taking into consideration that we're like teenagers from a school doing this podcast for fun, and we were able to have this opportunity and kind of get this kind of like not receptions rather, but like treatment as such. I thought it was super generous and kind, and being in the room with other people who are quite frankly way more famous than us and all sorts of things like that was really surreal. So that was a brilliant experience.
Really was, yeah. And then just to note another thing we've been up to recently. Last Tuesday, we were lucky enough to attend a lecture at God's Chapel with the world famous historian, one of the co-hosts of the Rest is History podcast, Tom Holland. And he was talking about Tolkien and Lord of the Rings and sort of the historical and spiritual perspective on Tolkien's literature.
Yes.
Which was really, really good. And we will be releasing an episode soon about that. We made lots of notes during the lecture, and it was such an exciting event to be a part of, really.
Yeah, and I think that was, as well as going to the festival, that was an amazing, once in a lifetime opportunity. That was super fun, and I think, speak for Samuel again, I think we're both very excited to talk about that, because he really had such a way of talking. Yeah, without going into too much detail, such a way of talking which was super, really like, that really grabbed you. And I think, the different ways he broke down Tolkien and different things about Lord of the Rings was really interesting. Looking forward to talking about that.
It was really good. Great. So thank you for listening, everyone. And we'll see you soon.
Yeah, thank you for listening, guys.